Franny here, talking to you today about Super Bowl 59. We've got two great teams coming in. Lots of history can be made. Um, Obviously, the biggest one would be Mahomes and the Chiefs going for the third time in a row of winning the Super Bowl. You see this hat? Franny here got to go to Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans. So I've been in that stadium, and it's a great venue. That was the year that the Harbaugh brothers played against each other. Jim Harbaugh was at San Francisco, and John Harbaugh, of course, was with the Ravens at the time. And that's the Super Bowl where the lights went out. And it was really an exciting game, and the Ravens won. And so it was on my bucket list to do, and I made sure I got it done. So it's a great venue. Just the excitement of being at a Super Bowl, I would highly recommend it. My ticket cost me about $1,500 at that time. Now they're going for about $3,500. But like I said, it was on my bucket list of things to do. But let's talk about the game today. You got two great teams coming in representing both the NFC and the AFC. So Mahomes and the Chiefs could definitely set history by winning three in a row. And you've got the Eagles who have come close but have not been able to get one in a long time. So let's talk about the Eagles first. Look, they've got Saquon Barkley and they've got Jalen Hurts. Jalen has really come into his own this year. And what can you say about Saquon Barkley? He is a phenomenal runner, but it also says a lot about the offensive line of the Eagles. They have provided those avenues for him to get through. And I'm telling you what, their offensive line is probably one of the best that I've ever seen for opening up spaces for him to run through. So it's going to be a hard-fought contest, plus you have great wide receivers. You got 6 Pro Bowlers that are on the Eagles, and you only have 5 that are on the Kansas City. But in these types of games, everything can be thrown out the window. You also have A.J. Brown, that's a great wide receiver, plus Pickett. Then you got Smith. And then on defense, you got Jalen Carter, Brandon Graham, and Zach Brown. Now, Brandon Graham may be the extra boost that the Eagles need. He's been out with a torn tricep since week 12 and wasn't expected to come back. And he's been off the injured reserve list today. Now, whether that's a ploy or not, I'm not sure. But he's a Pro Bowler, and he could make the difference in this game. Hopefully, he would not re-injure that, but he obviously wants to play. He's 36 years old. It's one of the few chances he'll have left. And if they win it, he may end up retiring. Who knows? And then on the other side, so I personally feel that the Eagles have the better football team all around. They have a great offense. They have a great defense. And they can definitely compete with the Kansas City Chiefs. The big X factor has been Saquon Barkley. And they didn't have him last year. They got him this year, and he's run over 2,000 yards. So they've got to stop both the running game and they've got to stop the passing game. And it's a big threat both ways. Then you have the miracle team of Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, you got Smith, Juju Smith-Schuster. You got 5 other Pro Bowlers that are on there. But I personally think that Mahomes has had to scramble a lot more this year and has been more susceptible to being tackled and pass rush. So I think he's a little bit easier to get to, but he is so tricky. I think that this is going to be a great game. But the big factor that's I think is a standout is you got to give credit to Reed. He is probably one of the best coaches of all times. I just think between he and Mahomes, they're like this little miracle team that never stops giving if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan who had a long drought to wait for, but now they have a chance to make history with those two people at the helm. You can definitely bet that they will have a trick play when they need a trick play, whether it be a 4th down or whether it be to score 2 points. But I love Mahomes in the fact that uh, he is very humble. He's a humble guy, but he's got a competitor spirit like I understand. I have that same type of spirit of I don't need to say anything, but I'm going to come after you and I'm going to show you. He's a little bit more talented than me, but I definitely have that same spirit that if you underestimate me, I'm coming after you. And I don't think you can ever underestimate Mahomes or Reed. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just got to make sure, the Philadelphia Eagles have just got to make sure that they leave no time on the clock for Mahomes to operate. If they do, they will have something up their sleeve and could come from behind and beat them. So I'm predicting that the Eagles, having the better team, will win, but I would not be surprised if Kansas City somehow figures a way to beat them. So that's Franny's Sports Corner, and I want you to know I hope you have a great Super Bowl Sunday, and may your team, whichever team that is that you're rooting for, play well, but may it be a great game, and enjoy yourself and have lots of fun with your friends and family. Okay, take care.